Yeah,
Not sure.
I was under the impression he was the main CV player. So
Yeah,
I
same.
thought we'd be seeing him here, but evidently not.
I mean, it is weekend. People might be busy.
That is true. All right. So I think the interesting thing from so far what I see is Wargaming Pay to Win has brought 3 Hindenburgs and a Kurfürst and 2 Moskvas. So that is a lot of firepower that they're bringing to bear.
Kurfürst of all things, though.
Yeah.
That is interesting. And I mean, they're against a single DD, so questionable choice. If they were against maybe double DDs, maybe more understandable. But they might have a tactic or a plan or a position that they really want to use the Kurfürst for.
Yeah, if I had to guess, though, that plan, tactic, or position would have to involve YOLO and slamming into something, because that's so much stuff.
Well, I mean, let's be Wargaming Pay to Win is absolutely a team that, once again, this is one of the teams I expect to see in the top 4. Just like OM. I mean, my expected top 4, like, wildly guessing, would probably be something like OM, Wargaming Pay to Win, TWA, and the last one, I don't know. I don't know what kind of shape the teams are.
Okay. Yeah, that's a fair prediction. But so far, it looks like our opening deployment is going to be Zhao, Hindenburg, Montana towards C, Des Moines, Gearing, Hindenburg, and Montana towards A, and our Minotaur is going to YOLO towards the B island to try to get behind that, which is an extremely strong position if he can manage to make it there.
Indeed. General Olsen playing Gearing. I think this guy has been playing competitive for Wargaming Pay to Win as long as I can remember. And as far as I know, he's always been like really, really good at the DD play. So he's their only DD, and I think they played this setup quite often with him being the only DD, so he's probably used to the pressure. He's leading a massive charge up towards A. They're sending the Gearing, double Hindenburg, Kurfürst and Moskva all up to A. And the stalling force at C, because if they're not sending a DD here, it's obviously just a stalling force, and it's going to be Montana, Moskva, and Hindenburg that are intended to stall the C push.
Okay, so the Montana, the Moskva, and the Hindenburg versus the Montana, the Zhao, and the Hindenburg on that side. So it's almost a mirror, and then we've got also our pushing force is heading towards A, so we'll see how they shape out once they start pushing in.
Indeed.
I think one big mistake Wargaming Pay to Win might make, because OP is going to get B for free, and one mistake that Wargaming Pay to Win might make is pushing the Kurfürst in too soon. If he pushes in too soon and gets farmed, that's going to be a huge loss for them.
Indeed, but to be fair, it's Masero. And once again, these are names I recognize from, like, they go so far back that even I remember fighting against them. That's how long back this name goes. So these are a lot like back in tournament play, and I haven't played tournaments in absolute ages. These are old school players, most of them. And the Wargaming Pay to Win has been around for a while, so sloppy mistakes is not something I expect to see.
Yeah.
And Minotaur being dropped.
2 torps.
The lack of defensive AA being punished.
All in all, not the worst thing in the world. He gets all the torpedo bombers. All 8.
Yeah, all of them died, and they didn't hit in time to reset the cap. His goal was no doubt to reset and delay the cap, but they didn't, so now they got B and they lost all torp bombers, so questionable.
Yeah. OP's carrier, actually, Johan in 1, we were bashing on him versus when he was playing against Nocog, but he's actually done a really good job at keeping Stoev out of the game. I don't think Wargaming Pay to Win has any spots on anything right now, right?
Pretty much no. They see the Montana, mostly because it just shot. To be fair though, Nocog isn't a bad carrier player either,
yeah,
so
no.
Losing to Nocog isn't exactly a shame. Oh, and Johan, he's dropping the Kurfürst?
Yeah, it looks like he might actually get a couple hits, probably. 1 or 2.
One torp got through. He's trying to hit the nose.
No, that was a waste of a drop in my opinion.
Yeah, too early. I feel like he saw the hit on the Minotaur and wanted to get something back, but 2 Hindenburgs in AA range and probably Moskva as well in AA range. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to be a good time for him. However, he's going to have an easy time of keeping air control because of the Minotaur in A. It's going to help him a lot. Unless Wargaming Pay to Win take the fight to the flanks exclusively.
Yeah, this Wargaming Pay to Win team has completely abandoned C. They're not taking any risks of someone being caught in the open. And they have already kited like a good 10-15 km back from C. And if the Zhao just pushes into C, he can probably cap it.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing now. I think they've realized what's going on and they're sending the Zhao into
Yeah, they even have a fighter squad dedicated down here to keep him undetected. So if this bomber tries to go in and spot, this fighter is going to lock him. Did he get the lock? Oh, he's trying to get the clock. He's trying to get. He did get the lock. He did. Okay, the bombers is not going to get away, and that's actually a really significant win, even though it doesn't look like much. What's the big? Wait, he lost one of the fighters to the rear gunners. No way. Wow. This is actually huge. If he loses these, the bomber will spot Zhao, and they will all be able to reset him.
That'll. If there's no way though, come on now.
I don't know. He shot down one of them.
That's true. He breaks off. All right.
He breaks off, and the bomber actually runs away. This means the Zhao will be able to get the will be able to get the cap.
Like yeah, actually,
yeah.
Go ahead. Our Minotaur is running out of B right now, which is a really smart move, because now Wargaming Pay to Win is gonna. They can't push anything onto B, and the Minotaur can just come back if he needs to. So this is really smart because he's playing very safe with this.
Bomber coming back to spot. He actually does get the spot on the Zhao, but it's too late. The cap has already been secured, and the Zhao AA shoots down the plane. Once again, people often underestimate Zhao AA, but for Clan Wars, when you actually build to support that AA, it's quite strong, and it's being displayed quite a lot here in this tournament.
Yeah. Right now we see OP's moves right now are so good. They take the caps, and now they're gonna pull back and bleed Wargaming Pay to Win as they push in. This is really smart play from OP, unless this Minotaur gets caught out in the open like this. But so far, I think this is strong play from them.
Indeed. But Wargaming Pay to Win, they haven't really lost any health. Yes, they're behind the cap. Yes, they're behind 100 points. This is obviously a disadvantage, but they haven't really lost any significant health getting into this position. So they can still easily budge B. The question is how they will pull that off.
Yeah, that is true. They're gonna. It looks like they're rotating the Montana into the middle to try to prevent the Minotaur from making a comeback easily, and then I don't know which one of the Moscovas is probably gonna move up as well. OP's General Olsen's hooking up. Let's smoke up the 2 cruisers on A. Smart. I don't know. I still think OP is in a pretty strong position. Their only weak point, in my opinion, is Honruba. In the Montana, just beached, but Atohek 101 is down to half his HP, so we should be getting some focus calls in on him soon.
Yeah, that's Moskva in the open. But to be fair, the Montana is getting pressured a fair amount as well by the Hindenburg and the Zhao.
Yeah. That is absolutely.
Honrubia, like, yes, they're getting pressure on Honrubia, but they're putting all pressure on the Montana in return. So it's a pretty even trade. And yes, the Minotaur got chunked, but on the other hand, yes, the Moskva got chunked. Oh, and what happened to this Hindenburg? Someone just showed this Hindenburg a thing or two. Povenby, the Hindenburg from Wargaming Pay to Win, has been chunked to half HP.
Oh, wow. That is pretty rough. That is not where he wants to be for that at all.
No.
And meanwhile, Pac-Man plays and the Minotaur is moving over to deny spotting on A. He's going to probably start killing this fighter squadron any second now, which is going to make holding that smoke very hard for Wargaming Pay to Win.
Oh, this
However, On Points is taking a ton of damage for free right now, which is really bad for them.
Interesting, they're finally putting this Gross Code Force into play though. He's moving towards, very slowly moving towards B.
That is, yeah, this is probably a decent time to do it. But we have the Des Moines getting smoked up right in the area, so he's gonna start farming down this Grosser Curve first probably. And Honrubia is still taking fire. He beached on that island, which basically cost him like 30 or 40k HP right now. Ultimately,
though, the health pools, they're trading a lot. I would like Wargaming Pay to Win has a clear health pool advantage, but Wargaming Pay to Win is still in a position where they have to push. They have to get B at some point. And right now, OP is just building and building this lead. They have a 200-point lead at this point.
Yep. If OP can get their battleships into safer positions, so they stop losing all this health, then they'll be in a strong.
Honrubia is eating way too much health now, though. He needs to get undetected.
Yeah, he's definitely the Captain Alistar of this game.
Yeah. Rude. The good part is though, because they have all this map control at sea, if the Montana just pushes up to this island, he's actually gonna be in cover because, well, they can't drop. Oh, but the carrier drop. But Zhao defensive AA is here. Zhao defensive AA is gonna shred these planes. Once again, people underestimate it, but yep, killed before they could drop a single torpedo. The carrier helped out as well.
That was pretty smart. I think OP has been a little too aggressive with their battleships here. They're down on HP now, but I don't think it really matters that much because you know battleship HP is battleship HP.
Yeah, I don't know. OP Point is actually getting a lot of focus as well.
Yeah, he's just gonna run straight away now, and he'll probably come back once the Wargaming Pay-to-Win ships start making their moves.
AP out on Moskva though. Oh, that's a good chunk. Moskva down to half HP. Master is also being focused quite a lot. They're finally contesting B. After being down 250 points, Wargaming Pay-to-Win is finally contesting B.
Yeah. OP has a Des Moines that's probably radaring if the plane spotting isn't getting this lit. Nah, it's probably plane spotting. Yeah, there's nothing around to get rid of these planes. And like I said, OP's carrier, look at the air war.
Indeed. And Olsen is perma-spotted because of those planes. And they're actually going in for a drop on him. Is it defensive AA?
Probably not. I don't see anything that could be in range. Oh wait, besides...
It's a single torp drop. Oh, that's perfect! Oh, that's beautiful! Oh my lord, that's a perfect... That was a beautiful drop.
He the fire earlier. He's flooding.
He's actually flood. That was beautiful. If he was on my team, I would compliment him. Meanwhile, though, OP sneaks in with the DD and caps A. Because they've moved their Moskva and gearing and all their focus to B. OP sneaks in and caps A. That is so sneaky.
We have another torp on General Olsen, but this one doesn't look as beautiful. If this hits though, oh my... No way.
Oh my god, it hit him! He damaged cons, but it actually hit him. Oh, is he really gonna drop him?
Gonna kill him?
No, he don't!
RNG!
Wow. Again, this Hakuryou, he absolutely would get a compliment from me. 300 point lead for OP now. Wow.
Whew, and look, insane Leon SD is being forced to push in against Zhao and Hindenburg, so he's gonna get...
Yeah, they're trying to push into this cap, but they got the Hindenburg wide, and they got a Montana and Zhao close. So this creates this crossfire, this farming crossfire, which is so hard to deal with, and they have to push. They need to get the cap.
Yeah, and the radar is up on General Olsen now, so it's only a matter of time until he goes down. Atohek is trying to push up to get him AA cover from the next dive bomber, but him pushing up is going to put him in a horrible position.
Yeah, insane is just being farmed. This Hindenburg is just laughing and farming, because the Montana deck armor is something like 40 millimeters, and Hinden has 50 mil pen. He's just doing raw damage over and over again. It's nasty.
Yeah, he's not in a good position. And meanwhile, OP's DD just got radared or plane spotted. He's taking a lot of damage, but he should be able to get away here.
Oh, yeah, Moskva is dropping low as well. He's in Des Moines range now. The Des Moines is gonna farm him. The Des Moines is giving a lot of broadside, huh? Oh, Minotaur.
Yep. Shots out on Minotaur from everyone.
Both sides. Yeah, but he gets undetected. And meanwhile, the Des Moines is just farming.
Yeah. Wargaming Pay-to-Win is gonna block all OP's point gain in a second here. But so it's gonna be dependent on if they can get the kills that they've been working on for so long.
Oh, Moskva's caught broadside.
What?
What? That was surprising. I thought those shells landed from the Montana.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna hit the torp. No, it ran out! I don't believe it! It ran out! I don't believe it! That would have been a kill!
Yeah.
The Montana does go down though, and now the next target is gonna be the Hindenburg.
Yeah. Honrubia is gonna probably finish off Atohek here.
He somehow lives. How is this guy living? He's giving so much broadside. I guess he's being overpinned or something?
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense. Now they're gonna switch over to Garanthor. He's full broadside to Jarama's Hindenburg. Jarama. He's gonna melt here.
Yeah, this crossfire is... As soon as the Montana died and he became the priority target, this is nasty. All that AP... Oh my lord, that AP... Literally farming full broadside AP. That's disgusting.
They're probably gonna trade for the Montana, but they can't really afford to do this at this point. It's 946. No.
Moskva goes down, 986 points. The problem is, once they trade, if they trade, actually the Montana is going down. If they trade, they need to get, this Moskva needs to rush C. Because the points gain will start as soon as the Hindenburg dies.
Yeah, General Olsen goes down.
That's Hakuryou dropped him.
There.
They have a 2-ship lead.
Yeah.
Soon to be a 3-ship lead.
Is this the points for the tick? When they kill him?
Yep. 1000.
Wow.
Wow. I just hyped up Wargaming Pay-to-Win when we started. And what?
Yeah, and
they got crushed.
was so solid. That was insanely solid from them.
Yeah, that was so well played. And I mean, this Johan, like, if we compare Stov's effectiveness to Johan, Johan was a monster. Those drops on that gearing were absolute god tier. He landed 2 torps with single torps on DD.
Yeah.
That's precision. Like, that's damn. And
that's intense. And he won the air war.
Indeed.
And he denied almost all spotting all game. Like, the only reason that Zhao was able to get so much value out of his ship was because the carrier couldn't do anything down there. Like, if he was spotted the whole time, Wargaming Pay to Win could have at least been trading HP. But the Zhao and the Hindenburg just got free shots on that Montana for so long because they were never detected.
Yeah, damn, that OP bringing the big guns to Kings of the Sea. Damn. They take a, like, just taking a map alone against the top team is very impressive. And this wasn't like, this didn't feel like a fluke. This felt like control from start to finish.